Hey guys, it's Marissa from Grow in the Flow coming in here for Thriving Thursday, and I was just trying to decide what to tune into today, and I'm really, stepping into October. So I thought we would sort of close out September here where we began. We started September feeling into the energy. I was given the word alignment in mid August, knowing that that was going to be a theme, a current that was going to be running through the month of September, is falling into alignment as we shift into the new season, as the wheel turns. And so now, as I've been tuning into October, I've been getting the word abundance. I was sharing yesterday about the synchronicity of that lining up with the energies of Jupiter, the planet of abundance, and all of the connections that are coming in energetically for us to really tune into our abundant blessings, lessons, and gifts that we have, even in the difficult times that are out of alignment, right? So I found this cool spread in the guidebook for the Sacred Destiny, one of my favorite decks I like to use to bring in collective messages. So I thought we would tune in using this amazing altar cloth I have from Magic in Your Living Room. Wendy makes the most amazing creations, and this one is no exception. It outlines for us the 4 directions. So we're going to do this 4-direction spread, tuning into a card for the East, which is going to reveal what's beginning in your life, what needs to begin, or what you need to search for or explore. So let's get a card for East. We're going to get a card for South, which is going to reveal what is expanding in your life, what you should be growing and working towards. For South, perfect. West is going to reveal what you're harvesting or gathering. It can also represent what you need to release or clear out of your life. Perfect. Still working through. We have the autumn equinox readings that are available for taking a look at just that, what we are harvesting, what we are releasing. Awesome. Then we're going to do the 4th position for the North direction, which is what you need to consolidate or nurture. It's also what you may need to repair or heal. So we're going to put that over here under the North Wisdom energy. Okay. So let's tune into the East. So for the East, and again, this is collective. These are collective messages. So we're tuning in. Feel free to take what resonates, leave the rest. This is for fun, just to kind of see how we can align all of the directions as we move forward into October and abundance. So we have the East bringing in this gorgeous love card. This was, again, for what is beginning in your life, what needs to begin, or what you have an opportunity to search for or explore. So we see these beautiful blooms happening here, love blossoming. And so certainly this can have to do with love on a partnership level, but also just the vibration of love in your life. This is beautiful because we are in Libra season, and we've talked a lot about how that brings to light our relationships of all kinds, the balancing of those scales, taking a look at the energies of giving and receiving, harmonizing and bringing more balance. And so here we have a nod to, what's coming up for you here on the other side of that new moon in Libra season. We may have some relationship aspects coming to light. So we have new things blossoming in the areas of love and relationships of all kinds. And that includes self-love. It includes relationship with aspects of yourself. So to the extent that you're feeling some of that highlighted for you, the East direction is showing that it is a time to, again, this feels like looking for all the different gifts in your life, many different, that can come in many different forms, many different varieties, but they're all beautiful and they're all in different stages. You can see here how there's some tiny buds, some that haven't opened yet. So there's a call to, being patient, allowing things to unfold in their time. And so in those areas of love and again, self-care coming into your life, there's an opportunity to focus on those things upon this beginning of this new season that we have coming ahead. So now let's take a look at the South card, which is going to reveal what is expanding in your life, what you should be growing and working toward. Yes. All the fall feels, release. Yes. If you are aligning yourself with the season, aligning yourself with the patterns and rhythms of nature, we know that this is the time for releasing, right? The trees are showing us how beautiful it is to let things go, to release, to be present with what is, a cycle where it is time to shed. And we've talked about decluttering and clearing out things, whether physically or energetically in our lives. So this is an opportunity to work toward the energy of release, of lightening the load, to bringing ourselves into greater alignment so that we can bring forth new blooms in the coming seasons. So that's really beautiful and timely energy to come forward. Now we go to the west, where we explore what you are harvesting or gathering, that it can also represent what you need to release or clear out of your life. So more clearing, more releasing, and we have the energy of purity. So I want to take a look and see what Denise Linn has to say with purity, because she has this amazing guidebook here that I think is going to help to enrich this message, because I definitely feel the energy of cleansing and clearing things out. But this is a really sharp image, and I kind of want to see what she has here. So she's talking about the first snow. So this is kind of taking us through this fall season, harvesting and gathering, to release and clear out of our lives to prepare for the winter season ahead. That's what I'm feeling there. So we're talking about that once we arrive at that place where the fallen trees from autumn and any of those storms and things that have lain with the decaying leaves, she's giving this really beautiful image of the forest floor being covered in all of that. And yet when the first snow arrives, the darkness and decomposing soil are replaced by that purity and light, the brightness of the first fallen snow. So that's really beautiful. Now, bringing that into how that might be coming up for you, it's telling us that no matter what's happened in the past, everything can be fresh and new again. So the purity of your soul is shining through everything that you encounter. So here we go again. It doesn't matter what form it takes. There are blessings and lessons in everything. So it is about clearing away the old, what is decomposing, that process of shedding and allowing it to go so that the new can come in and cleanse and purify. And we do that by being open our hearts and open our willingness and awareness to moving through those old limiting patterns, the things that are dropping away. Recurring challenges are releasing. Yes, it's a time of redemption, forgiveness, and holy healing. That's beautiful. So yes, allowing the healing to come in, allowing the white energy to come in as a cleansing and clearing energy. So now let's take a look finally at the north, where we have the indication for what you need to consolidate or nurture. And it's also what you need to repair or heal. So we have the card of flow. So that's beautiful, being in flow. So, if you're coming through a particularly challenging time, if you have had any difficulty this month, not feeling in alignment, I shared some of my Mercury retrograde woes, which, for the majority of this month, Mercury has been in retrograde. It's almost over. And again, that's something that I don't like to give a lot of energy. So it's kind of driven me nuts that retrograde has hit me this hard this time around, because that's not the usual for me. And so it's kind of shown me firsthand how important it is to have a little bit of a sense of humor, to stay flexible, to stay in flow with whatever is. Okay, smoke detectors, you're going to go off first thing or in the wee hours of the morning, wake up the whole house, disrupt all of my work for the day. I can't record. I have, smoke detectors going off, which PS, it's still not resolved. I shared this with the week ahead reading this week. and we had to unplug the hardwired ones. We do have some battery operated ones, but it's like, you know, maintaining that sense of humor, of understanding that it's bringing to light something that I need to repair or heal. Apparently those batteries needed to be changed, but there's more healing and repair needed in the smoke detector category here at my house. So again, it's just on a silly level, just how it presents to us in the physical and the day to day, but just rolling with it, right? And then how we can sort of nurture the things that are difficult, give ourselves some grace as we flow through those things as well. So now if I take a look at the oracle book for this, this is representing a meandering river, the waterway that curves and bends and turns and seems to swing from side to side as it flows forward. So it's just talking about how energy can move and meander and go in all different directions. And I feel like that's just like, on any given day lately, how it can be. Like your day could go from waking up in the morning with a spring in your step, ready to tackle the day, and then a series of events occur that just totally derail or shift or take you in a completely different direction. How do we stay flexible? How do we stay in flow with that energy? And so it's saying, best advice, to notice where life is going and move in that direction. Watch for signs and follow them. Don't resist. When you go with the flow, your life force expands and healing on all levels abounds. So this is also a time, again, to release the old. Here is another mention of limiting patterns. Forgive and let go of the need to be right about your beliefs. If you aren't feeling the smooth currents of life, it might mean that you're being self-critical or judgmental. So when you enter the flow with gratitude and love, you will find blessings surrounding you. You will enter into a state of grace and healings will abound. Yes. So when we look for the lessons and blessings, no matter what, that is when we are going to find ourselves in flow. And that is when the beauty and the growth and the expansion emerges. We release, we let go, we cleanse, we clear, we flow, and then we are finding ourselves in a higher vibrational place of love, of gratitude. So those are really beautiful cards to come forward with some direction as we move through the alignment of September and the abundance of October. So I'm going to pull one final card here while I tell you again about some of the special offers I have right now. The October Empowerment Pack is where it's at. Book now. I'm going to be getting ready all next week to do the month ahead readings for October. So when you join us for the Empowerment Pack for a month, you receive 3 readings throughout the month, starting with one for your month ahead energies. And this is a personal reading that I pre-record, that you get the private link to your video. You get a report with the photos and little anecdotes and resources from the reading about your month ahead and the energies coming in. And then we continue through the month with guidance and messages for the full moon and the new moon. And this month we're going to have some fun with the season, with Samhain and with Halloween, some surprises there. You also can request a 1-card pull anytime, every day that you would like. So we have 2 cards that just popped out. I'm going to keep those and we'll look at those in a sec. So that is booking now. Links here, information. We'd love to have you join us. That is probably the best way to experience Empowered Tarot. But of course, a number of other options are available as well. So please do check those out if you feel called. So here we have Focus and Voyage. Beautiful. So again, as we move forward into and through the autumn season, towards that first snow, towards the winter season, maintaining that focus. We're aligning ourselves with what we wish to call in. We're aligning ourselves with the people, places, and things that are going to bring us into where we wish to be. So we're not focusing on the things that we're ready to shed, release, and forgive, right? We're focusing and we're on this voyage, and we take that with our higher self and our inner child and all aspects of self. So there's this aspect of, as we navigate through, we are carrying with us our whole selves. And so I like this card for thinking about how whales migrate in through the waters and moving in tide with the tides, with the seasons, being present with what is. So I am wishing you a beautiful finish to your September, and I'm wishing you an absolutely abundant October. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm sending you so much love and many blessings. Take good care.